offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action on first down. He's got his man across the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Makes the grab. It's White. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're stuck to that last play. It's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
Breaks into the open. He's now up to 64 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the run, it's Green. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, it's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Got a little space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Run in the red zone. It's Hill. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Bust through behind his pad. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Now improvising. Throwing on the run. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Out of the chute, quick cross to the right. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, what a move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Smith wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before. Trying to punch it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. You don't tip the scales at 3 bills. Stay on the sideline. Big boys in the... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will...
That makes the score Florida State 21, Ole Miss 14.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
On the set.
They'll go to the air. He's going to run it. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for room. It's Green. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, his defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Smith dropping to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. On the run, still looking. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss. And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He wants to change this route. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Smith wants to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but He's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 25 over UNLV. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Turning it on! Touchdown, Rebels! They take the lead with the 6. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his big tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's White. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Might be changing the route. Try and play action. Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They make the tackle, but he's got a